If you want news updates on UFOs and aliens, things like that, mate, you're in the right place, because today we are talking about all of this, right? We have got some breaking news. We have got some videos for you, which you won't believe, clear as day. But first of all, I want to look into a video that I totally dismissed because I thought it was fake. But first, take a little look at this. Guys, can you remember when I did that My Heritage thing and it turned out that I wasn't even English? Right, can you remember? Today's sponsor is My Heritage, by the way. Thank you so much. But check this out. This is my reaction when I found out that I wasn't even English.
56.5% North and West European. What? I'm mostly... Hang on. 24.1% Irish, Scottish and Welsh? Holy moly. 16.8% English. I'm more European than English, mate. 2.6% Iberian. What?
Well, good news, mate, because they are back with a vengeance. Because they've come back with two major updates, right? One being it's now $29 with my discount code Caspersight29, links in the description. But also, they've got this other thing that I need to show you. They've updated the site with Ancient Origins. Let's find out if I'm an alien. So, Ancient Origins breakdown. In the Bronze Age, 60.6% European farmer, right? In the Iron Age, a continental Celt. The Roman era, 38.6% Roman Britain. And the Middle Ages, 40.2% the insular Celt. So if you go down, you've got the hunter-gatherer and farmer breakdown, the genetic similarities, the genetic distant maps and sample database. But this is something I really enjoyed. So for example, if I go into the Iron Age, right? And then if I click on the continental Celt.
And the rivers cut through the land like veins of life. We Celts live close to nature.
So now you know where my ginger comes from. The actual test takes about 2 minutes. Swab your cheeks, pop it in a bag, pop it in an envelope, job done. That's just not all of it, right? Because you've got your family tree. Obviously, the more data you put into it, the more you can sort of see about yourself. You've got your discoveries. You can find out where your cousins are and stuff. I've got cousins in Ireland, America, Canada, all over the world, mate. France, mate, it's endless. It's incredible. You've also got the photos. This is something that, mate, I'm telling you, it is absolutely so cool. And this is my favorite, the live memory, where you can upload a photo of yourself, right? Or you and your family, and it animates it. Look at the example. Upload that. Ding, 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 ding. Look at this. It's amazing. And let me just say as well, and put your mind at rest, My Heritage are committed to their privacy policy, and they do not sell or license your genetic data. Scan the link. Go to My Heritage, use my Caspersight29 code, which is linked in the description as well, and get this for $29. Thank you so much to My Heritage for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so whenever it was, middle of last week or something like that, I was bombarded with people tagging me on this particular video, right? And straight off the bat, I ignored it. I didn't even save them. I thought, this is ridiculous. I ignored it. I kept on ignoring the tweets. And I'm so sorry to the people that did send me these things, right? This video. So I ignored it. And then days passed and I saw that more people were talking about this thing in a different light. They were mentioning something else. I was like, what? Why are people giving so much attention to this thing? So I started looking into it. It turns out that this 8.3 million viewed video of a TR3B lookalike seems to be real. Let's look at the video and you'll understand why I probably just skipped it. Look at this. You've probably seen it already. Right, I'm going to let it play. So, this thing... Right, okay. I give up now. I give up when it comes to CGI, AI. Like, there's part of me that... Right, if this is actually real, there's part of me that is absolutely thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Because when it comes to people sending me more CGI or AI lookalikes, or things that you think are just way out there, potentially could be real. So, I mean, man, does it muddy the water? Let's just look at this, right? You can understand why I just threw this out the window straight away. Firstly, why is it only like a 10-second clip? Who was recording this? Penny Pincher is the original uploader, okay? Penny Pincher 1234. That's the original poster. 8.3 million views. There's no description. There's no like, I saw this. What the actual F is this, guys? Right? It's a 10-second video. If you go to his channel... What is this all about? Like, he's got 2 videos. HMU, if you have questions, I'm getting out of DMs, but I respond as soon as possible. It screams AI and CGI. However, then I saw this video, okay, of a lady that I follow. So if we go to Spirit and Sass, she talks about this particular video.
Okay, so I just got on here and I see this video that's perfectly clear, and my first thought, and it's going to be your first, I already know, is that it's AI.
Yeah.
It's too clear, it's too perfect, it looks like it's from a movie, this freaking UFO, it looks like a TR-3B also, you know, so it could possibly be that. But apparently, it's been run through all of the AI scanners and it is not AI.
I did it myself, right? I did it myself. I ran the video through AI and it says 16.6%. Overall, the video is not likely to contain AI generated or deepfake content. 0%. Either this AI shit or the, like, what's going on?
So either, I would say, personal opinion, I would say one of 3 things. Either 1, AI is getting really freaking good to the point where AI scanners can't tell that it's AI. You know what I mean? But that's kind of pushing it. Second possibility is that our government is now coming out with these reverse engineered craft and we're starting to see them. Or it could be part of the, you know, Project Bluebells, you know, the blue beams and the, all that jazz. Or it might be aliens. We have been saying for a while, we're like, why don't they just come out and show themselves? Like, you know, just outright. Why is there all this cloakness and secretive stuff? Just come out and show yourself. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. It is not AI. That is not AI.
So, it's right what she says. So, it's either, for me, it's either the government releasing it and saying, look, okay, here we go. Maybe it's just, they can't contain it anymore. So they're just saying, just release them. Let everyone see. Okay? Maybe it's a test to say, look, let's put it out there, show everybody, let it go absolutely viral, and just watch people just not believe. If we can actually find out that people don't believe in it, right, then we can do more of it. We can just have loads of them. So maybe this is the start of more to be seen. Is it Project Bluebeam? Is it a hologram? It like, what the hell is going on here? I still don't think it's real. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I still don't. My mind can't. My mind's telling me no. Like, what the hell? I've put it through this. Okay, let's like this. Let me just turn it down. I mean, what in the... Look. So, it's so bright. It's shining so bright, right? From the belly of this thing, but it's still managing to illuminate the clouds above it. What's this part here? Is that just the light bloom? And you can see this is rounded. You can see it's all rounded. And look at this point here. Are these also lights? I think it is. Yes, we've got a light at the front. But look, 1, 2, 3. And then the center one, which, again, it just shouts out TR3B. But you can also see it just turning ever so slightly. But why is it only a 10-second video? It's just so peculiar. I mean, that's a bloody bright light. This cluster of lighting, it doesn't seem to be having a purpose, right? You've got each point with a light. I get that. It's lighting up each point, right? You've got the center light. What's the situation going on here? Or is it in fact, that's the top? Is there does it go up this way and then across this way? But you just can't see. No, because of the light, it's shining the whole thing. I've just thought maybe it's like that's the edge. I don't know, man. It's just so strange. It's not exactly triangle, but it's similar to that several times in different places. Look at this, Britain, 2007. That looks like that arrow, what people were saying back, an arrow was flying past. People did say it is an arrow. Look, Spain, 1979. Going over to X, we've got Cloud Reaper 11. Caspersight, this seems pretty legit. Just came across it on Reddit. Look at this, man. Thank you, Cloud Mate. Look at this. Watch closely here. Look at this. What is that spinning around? These things are spinning around, guys. It's not seagulls. What? Oh, man. That's absolutely incredible. So satellites don't do that. Elon Musk's Starlink doesn't do that. Not even birds do that, let's be honest. Right? Also, you've just got to think about the speed in which those things are flying. That's pretty darn quick. Wow, that's amazing. See, this is the thing. This is how, I've just paused it, right? Look away, look back. You could probably think about, oh yeah, I think it's that one, and that one, and that one. But it could be any of them. It wasn't. It wasn't, in fact. I got one wrong. How many stars up there, which you think are stars, are actually UFOs looking down at us? Or just being still? All of these could be. Imagine that. All right, let's just not go too far-fetched. Joshua Baker over on X as well. Caspersight. Hey, Casper. Same name as my dog, by the way. I captured this black disc UFO about a month back and wondered if you could check it out. Feel free to put it on YouTube. Love your content. This was captured in UK, Birmingham, in case viewers think it only happens in America. Oh, look at this. I'll do my zoom in wizardry on this one for you to see. What I noticed on my last video, I actually copied all of the comments and put it over to AI, and I asked AI, what are people asking for? And a lot of people were asking for clearer, zoomed in footage. So AI is a good thing. But obviously he's doing a good job keeping this still. But there is that shake. Or is it a shake? Is that... Oh shit! I've not seen this bit. What the hell? I stopped it before it blew up. Oh mate, this is a great video. I thought it was a good video anyway, thinking, what the hell is that? What I'll do is I'll play it in like normal zoom, and then I'll zoom in even more or something. Oh my god. That... Look at this thing just... Hang on. Man, this is why I love have videos being sent to me on X. Because the sliding system is so darn good. If you send it me like on emails and stuff like that, and like, oh look at this! It just look at that. That's what you're seeing at night, guys, when these orbs are glowing up. Whoa! Ah! It's almost like a triangle there. What? What the actual F is going... Dude, this is one of the best videos I've seen. I'm so mesmerized by this. Right, okay, let's talk about the 3-eye atlas for a minute, all right? Because I covered this, and then it sort of like went like, yeah, we all know there's a ship coming to Earth. However, Loeb, he's just gone on, the person who basically discovered this or is covering it a lot, and he's the one that's been seen to be talking that it could potentially be this alien craft from outer space coming towards Earth in November, then going behind the sun, and it could use the sun's trajectory, the sun's gravity to basically shift the trajectory towards Earth and have an attack. All right, basically, go and check out my other videos that go into it a little bit more in depth. And sorry for calling it 31 Atlas originally, but he's gone on to the television and he's been interviewed. And they're basically asking him, why are you saying that this could potentially be an alien craft where no other scientist is saying it? And he comes out with some pretty hardcore, like, ideas and facts. Because the beginning of it, he says, you have to question things. As a scientist, you have to question even the impossibility, like the impossible, the ludicrous, the stupidity. Like, you've got to question it, right? You can't just dismiss something.
Harvard Astronomy Department Chair Avi Loeb, thanks so much for being with us. I want to start with this thing we're talking about. It's the 3-eye Atlas comet. NASA's like, look, it's got an icy nucleus, it's got that cloud of gas and dust, we've got the Hubble, we've got the Webb, these telescopes have shown that there's no strange signals, no maneuvers, nothing artificial. Why do you think it could be artificial or alien technology?
Well, the brightness, thanks for having me, by the way. The brightness of the object implies a diameter of 20 kilometers, and there is not enough rocky material in interstellar space to deliver such a giant object per decade. It takes 10,000 years for that much mass to arrive to the inner part of the solar system. Moreover, the trajectory of this object is very fine-tuned. It lies in the plane of the orbits of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees. The chance for that to happen is 1 in 500. And moreover, it passes very close to Jupiter, Mars, and Venus, with a chance of 1 per 20,000 if you just change the arrival time randomly. And it will arrive closest to the sun when the Earth would be on the opposite side. We won't be able to observe it, but that's the perfect time for it to maneuver. And so we just need to watch it. I'm not saying it's an alien technology. I'm just saying it doesn't look like a very common thing. And actually, the glow that is around this object, usually for comets, you see a trailing tail behind the object. And here, the glow from the Hubble Space Telescope image.
Listen to this part. The glow from this craft
is actually in front of the object. We've never seen such a thing. A comet doesn't have glow in front of it.
But can you tell me why your position on this is so different from NASA's?
Listen to what he says again. Listen.
Of the object. We've never seen such a thing. A comet doesn't have glow in front of it.
But can you...
Tail behind the object. On this object, usually for comets, you see a trailing tail behind the object. And here, the glow from the Hubble Space Telescope image is actually in front of the object. We've never seen such a thing. A comet doesn't have glow in front of it.
But can you tell me why your position on this is so different from NASA's? And why in your paper about it, you kind of talk about this as a thought experiment, a pedagogical kind of exercise. You're casting doubt, and then NASA is saying it's not true. So why keep talking about it this way?
Well, science is about asking any question that you like. It's not there is no censorship on the type of question that is being asked, and the scientific method is about using data to select the correct answer. Now, assuming in advance that you know the answer is not a productive approach. We need to collect enough data, and there should be a scale that classifies objects between 0, where it's obvious that they are natural, when there is a cometary tail behind them, they don't have a special orbit, there is nothing unusual about them, and a 10, when it's definitely an artificial object where it maneuvers, there are some artificial lights, and we should look carefully at any interstellar object that comes into the solar system. We are in a new era now that the Rubin Observatory in Chile will find a new interstellar object every few months. And I'm suggesting to leave all possibilities on the table, because we launched probes to interstellar space, Voyager, Pioneer, New Horizons, and why should we assume that we are the only one in our cosmic neighborhood?
This is a good point.
We should just check by looking at data. It's not a matter of opinion. It's not a matter of NASA having authority on this matter.
And I hope to see that data soon.
Great points, mate. Great points. What do you think about that? He's going to town on this. He's like, fair shout to him. Hats off to be questioning to some people, the stupid, the impossible, right? Well done. Now, take this part with a pinch of salt, okay? Because this could be anybody making up some BS and sending it to this guy, okay? However, I want you to listen to it anyway. This is the king of UFOs, all right? This is what he's claiming.
Wow, breaking news. A South American scientist has been in touch with me to say that the interstellar object 3I Atlas has been emitting a signal. He thought the signal was undecipherable, a kind of junk Morse code, but he fed it into AI and came out of some intriguing messages, basically that, don't worry, we are on our way. We will save you. And he also said that this object has been contacted by the US government has been sending communications back and forth that obviously haven't been made public. So what is going on here? Is the US government really in touch with an interstellar alien craft and hiding it from the public? Will we ever find out the truth? I guess we will once this craft arrives. What are your thoughts? This scientist has agreed to an interview, so I'll set that up soon and we'll do a live with him. Thank you.
Well, okay, so I thought at first, right, yeah, this is going to be, this is far-fetched, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, I'm gathering an interview with this guy. So this scientist, he's like, yeah, I'll do the interview. And again, sometimes people just want to get onto, like, you know, YouTube or television or whatever and get an interview, get the limelight or whatnot. They can make up any old bullshit. But, you know, let's just see what happens. Is this thing giving out signals to us? It said, don't worry, we're there for you. We'll help you. We'll save you. Christ almighty, mate. Anyway, so there's this other guy here. And I know that this isn't his TikTok account. And I'm so sorry for not knowing your name. I've seen you before. You cover really good stuff. But obviously somebody has reposted this, okay? But listen to this news because I want to discuss something about this.
Or not, the past week in the UFO world has been busy. From presidential interviews to new Pentagon footage dropping, let's do a rapid UAP roundup of this past week. So to start with, the president broke his silence on the mysterious aerial incursions over New Jersey, and we all know what I'm talking about. Let's just pretend I do a great impression of him. I wish I could. Maybe I should get Zick Show over here to do one for you. Anyhow, in a recent interview, he said, quote, I can't tell you who it was and what it was. I'd love to tell you, actually, but it's not a big deal. It's not a problem at all.
Well, I know I can't tell you who it was and what it was, but yeah. I can't really tell you. I'd love to tell you, actually, but it's not a big deal.
Okay. Love him or hate him, if he can't tell you, it is clearly a big deal. So don't say it's not a big deal if you can't. Like, do you know what I mean? If it's not a big deal, just bloody tell us. If you can't tell us, what's the big deal then? Yeah? So obviously he wants to say something, but he can't because it's a big deal and he's trying to play it down. Right? And this is the thing, man. This is why this whole disclosure thing is being pushed so hard, because it's like, you guys know more than what you're letting on. You know much more than you're telling us. So just bloody tell us. Oh, it's not a big deal. Aliens exist. UFOs that you're seeing all the time, they're real. Not a big deal, though. What?
Further clarification just kind of leaves us hanging, which strikes me as odd because it seemed much more important to him and others in interviews earlier this year.
I thought also he says they were from China, and also so what happened was China was testing their tech, bringing it over, and then America said, well, look, we could do that as well, and they released their own tech, and then all of a sudden you had multiple bloody drones flying around everywhere. That's what I thought it was.
I don't know. We've also got Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who chairs the Armed Services Subcommittee on Emerging Threats, and she revealed that she's working with Senate Intelligence Chair Tom Cotton on new legislation. This bill would give the Pentagon authority to actually shoot down UAPs if they appear over military or high security areas. Her message was basically, this needs more money and it needs more focus and attention.
So basically, if a UFO is spotted over a military base or somewhere with high security, she wants to enforce, so you've got full permission to shoot this thing down. I think, and he says it also, there's pros and cons to this. Naturally, if there's an unidentified flying object, and I'm not talking alien, just an object flying over a military base, right, that you don't know who the hell it is, should have had warnings long before it actually approached. It's like, you are approaching a military base, turn around now, stop, right? But these things have just appeared. I'm thinking, yeah, you should shoot this down, because most people who are are able to fly, have passed the degrees or whatever to be flying, have the authorization to fly in the sky, should know not to do that. But the other part is like, if they are UFOs, alien tech, it's like, do you really want to, what's the expression, poke the bear? If they're coming over and saying, hey, we're friendly, look at us, and maybe they're going over to the US bases or UK bases or wherever army base it is and saying, we know this is where you have your technology, we know this is where your weapons are, we're just letting you know that we're okay and we mean no harm. And then they're like, oh shit, okay, you want to play games? Fucking laser, and everyone just fries. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't understand what technology these things potentially could have. So they might be coming over being all friendly, but then you're just attacking out of no fucking reason whatsoever in their eyes, and they're like, oh shit, okay, well these guys aren't friendly, this Earth is not friendly, let's just fucking vaporize them.
I don't know.
I think that's a long conversation. I just scratched the surface there, but that's a long conversation.
I feel about that. I mean, I go both ways on that. Also, Ryan Graves, former Navy pilot and founder of Americans for Safe Aerospace, he announced that his group will soon publish pilot reports that they've collected. Common trends like metallic spheres, black triangles, all kinds of stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, I've not heard this bit going forward. That sounds interesting.
And finally, as I mentioned, the Pentagon's UAP office, Arrow, released 3 new videos. One was identified as birds, according to them. The other 2 were both objects over Africa, recorded in 2022, 2023, and they're still officially classified as UAPs. Arrow can't tell if they were objects, they were thermal signatures, reflections. They said maybe even sensor glitches. I don't know. Politicians are talking, pilots are sharing, and the Pentagon is still scratching its head.
Was it Africa 2022?
3 new videos. One was identified as birds, according to them. The other 2 were both objects over Africa, recorded in 2022, 2020.
Africa UFO 2022. They're here. The Pentagon's official UFO office, Arrow, released the new video of spherical UFOs from Africa in 2022. So this heat signature here. Ah! Oh man, why is it that the videos that they always release saying, yes, this is an official UFO, released footage, it's always black and white, grainy as hell. It's not any of the other clearer UFO videos, you know? And just to remind you, in the description below is my discount code, Caspersight29, that gets you my heritage for $29. Okay, so that's all I've got for you for today. But thank you so much for sending me them. I'm going to be going through my emails soon, looking at the UFO videos that you've sent me. I've got loads of them to go through, okay? So I really appreciate it. If you've got any UFO videos that you want to send me, you could either post them to me on X, which is great because then I can slide them back and forth and stuff like that will slow down. Or you can send me the email. It is caspertube@hotmail.com. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I see you back again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.